But what I'm decided to do is, I'm going for it. We're gonna knock down everything. Good morning, everyone. If you have not already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, ring the little bell. They're all down there. You get notifications of my videos every Tuesday, Friday, and the odd occasion we do the Sunday video. This is gonna be a massive video for me. This is everything that I've been thinking since June, July last year. Total honest with you, I tried it a few times yesterday, was blabbering on, just went on for too long, so I'm going to bullet point this quite a lot. If you've got any questions about what I'm chatting about today, put it in the comment section. The most liked comments we'll try and answer for Sunday's video, so I can answer them, just because this one will be quick fire. So go through the comments. If you've got a question, like that question, the top comment, we'll answer them in a Q&A, either me or my dad, me and my dad, or whatever. I'm trying to make this short and snappy. It was too long last time. There's so much information in my head. Whilst we're going down this route in the next weeks, months, you'll be getting more information all the time, but that's the start of it. That's what I'm gonna go for, and that's what I'm gonna go quick. How we're gonna do this is what we were gonna do, how we're gonna fund it going forward, and what we're actually going to do. Three big things, massive for myself, huge for the farm, I'd hope, and it's just all snowballed into this massive thing which has been blowing my mind. I've been so stressed, been thinking about it. The reason I'm talking about it now and not want to guarantee it, normally I like to talk about stuff when I've guaranteed and we're doing it 100%. Sometimes when I read the comments, someone sees something on this farm and goes, Tom, why don't you do like that? And then I go, Tom, why don't you do like that? Just before someone might have an idea that might work for us, they might have an idea it might not work for us, and there'll be a reason why we don't do it, and that's why we're talking about it now. And again, on other YouTube videos going forward, I can chat about my ideas, what's going through my head, and just not keep this whole thing a massive secret, which I have been doing lately. How did it start? It started with watching the Millennial Farmer one day, and he was washing down his kit, and he was saying, I don't like my kit being dusty from the shop. And I was like, dusty from the shop? I would love my kit to be dusty from the shop. Obviously our kit gets covered in muck. We're in the northwest of England. It's wet, it's cold, and it's mucky all the time. It's horrible. And I was like, we were getting this new kit at the time, so it was Collinson's time. So when we got the Collinson's bin, I said I'll call it my Ford Ranger bin, because I've wanted a pickup truck for ages. The reason why I haven't gone for the pickup truck, which I'll do in a bit of the middle bit, is that the cost of a pickup truck, if anyone young farmer watching this and they want to do something with themselves, and they might not be as fortunate as me, but luckily I am quite fortunate, is the cost of a pickup truck 300, 350 a month, tax, MOT, insurance, fuel, everything on top. You look at 500 quid a month. 500 quid a month for something when I haven't got what I want, like my dream thing of what I want. That 500 quid is a load of concrete every month. That load of concrete, I'd have to borrow money. So every 500 quid is money not borrowed. That's how that came forward. I thought I'd mention that. So when we got the Collinson's bin, we've got the Primex, we've got the Malone mower, we've got the McHale straw chopper, and I was like, I want my kit to be on side. We've ran old kit for so long. Last year has been an incredible year of getting new kit, and I wanted to be out of sun, out of the rain. The sun does as much damage to the rain, definitely to paint. I was like, okay, so I put my name down on a 35 by 90 shed, second hand, put a new roof on it, and then we were like, okay, the Lowe's building is completely and utterly knackered. Let's go in it. The Lowe's building, this was built in 1960. It was second hand when it came, so it's been here 40 years, and it was an old army shed. As you probably have seen, it's tired. It's tired. We've known it's been tired for ages. It sheds water. Hey, love, that stall went last year, so that's the only stall that's a double, but it's a bit annoying. She looks comfy, she's happy. We've known it's been tired for 5-10 years, it's been knackered, and we thought, right, okay, let's look at changing it. The other issue with this Lowe's building is only, I think 42 cows can feed, and I've got 64 cows in here, so 22 cows can't feed all at once. We've got 84 beds in here, so that's not the end of the world. They can all lie down at once, so the feed is still pretty good. It's just feed intakes. So when we looked at designing the Lowe's building, there was some grants about, so we were like, okay, we'll get a grant on the muck heap. You can't get a grant and put cows under it. This area here, we made the makeshift pen for the Highlands, and these guys are doing really well. We'll do a catch up on these very, very soon, due to carve at the end of this month. Really exciting. So we're going to put our shed to here. I get the grant covering on that and get a new shed there. The second-hand shed. Dad's always wanted a lean-to across the back shed. He's just tanking some slurry at the moment. We're traveling. Whoop, whoop. That was 90 by 20, and we were maybe looking at another silo clamp. So we're 3.5 jobs. The Lowe's building, machinery shed, lean-to, and the silo clamp was kind of maybe a thing we were going to do. And then I went to Sean Hartley's farm. Wow, wow, wow. I'll be back in like a week. I've just got to walk down your shed. You can't go to Sean Hartley's and not go. This is impressive. He had all his cows in one shed. He wasn't moving stuff about. And then it kind of twigged. We were like, if I had all my cows under one shed, it would make my place so much more cleaner. Cows wouldn't be going everywhere, like cows would poo everywhere. So then I got thinking, and then we thought of a new plan. Before I tell you about the new plan, I kind of want to tell you how we're going to afford it and how we're going to fund it. The ginger guy is tanking some slurry at the moment. I'm very fortunate that YouTube's been doing really, really well. We get paid a little bit from that, so that's incredible. Awesome. The other things we've been doing is merch. If you've bought a piece of merch from myself, if you've got merch on your head, your chest, your feet. We don't do feet stuff yet. There could be someone could be into feet stuff. Anyway, if you buy merch from myself, what I've been doing with my merch is either investing into more merch to sell more, or any profits go into a separate bank account, and it's just been saving. I've been saving. Same thing like I was saying about the Collins's bin. When the Collins's bin came and I wanted to call it Tom Pemberton Ford Ranger bin because they asked for what name I wanted to put on it. I didn't want to get myself the treat because I've got to work hard and you've got to get something you need and improve your life before you get yourself the treat. And in my eyes, Dad's giving me the sign. 500 quid a month would be then money I'd have to borrow at the end of it, because obviously we're going to have to borrow a little bit to do the investment that I want to do. Every 500 quid payment that I'm not paying a month for a Ford Ranger is some concrete that I'm not paying interest on, or cubicles that I'm not paying interest on. So much stuff. I've tried to be really saving for it, worked really hard for it. So that is why we haven't bought the Ford Ranger yet. The other thing that has helped massively as well is sponsors of the YouTube channel. Brands I've worked with, that money we saved, put into the bank account, put into the bank account. The more money we put into that bank account, the less money we have to borrow. Yes, but money is cheap to borrow at the moment. We've still got to pay it back, and I really want to keep that borrowing low as possible, if possible. You know, that's my idea, that's my plan. I don't like to borrow too much money. It's just the way I am. I'd rather work really hard and not have too much debt than have a massive debt and work a little bit less. It's just the way I am. It's the way my mindset works. You watch this down. Oh my god, that was difficult. Oh, there we go. It's also really cool. I hinted about this a while ago. A company got in touch with me. Me and Dad had a Zoom chat, a webinar with the team, didn't we, at CRAMP. CRAMP is a agricultural parts, accessories, merchandise. They can get everything you want. Awesome team, weren't they, on that webinar? It was great.
They're new or old, and you can get it. I would like to go in their store. Fantastic.
Really cool, really awesome. I'm going to talk a little bit about it now. Back in January, me and Dad did a Q&A in front of a whole team of about 160 people all over Europe, obviously on webinar. Really awesome. After we did that, we were like, these are the guys. It's all about farmers, and it's all about getting us farmers moving. If you need anything, you just go onto the website or their app, and it works really easy. Put the make, the model of your tractor, kit, machinery, whatever you need. We've CRAMP's own products, and we have genuine products, so we can go onto the website, search what we need, and that gets sent to our dealer. You go on to Find My Dealer, Willem St. Anne's, and look who it is, the man himself, John Cornthwaite. That will get sent in 24 hours to John Cornthwaite, and it'll get sent direct to us. So if you've got a difficult part, a part that you're struggling to find, you can find it on this and get sent to your dealer. The other thing you can do with your app, which I thought was pretty cool, is you can take a picture of the barcode. If you've got an old barcode of a box or anything like that, send it through, and then they'll find that part. Absolutely amazing. It'll work well, and I think this will really suit our kind of build, the thing we're doing in the future. And that is the reason why we decided to work with CRAMP. Not only do we feel like it could benefit us, we feel like it could benefit everyone watching. I try and work with cool companies that will either help the farm, work with the farm, or help people watching, or work with the people watching. And CRAMP works perfectly. I'm really chuffed with it. Dad's really chuffed with it. It just works. It was great how welcoming they were to me and Dad, and I think it'll work really well. And the other thing that I would just like to touch on and mention, we did a live the other day, and I was talking about X, Y, and Z, and people were saying, why didn't you start a Patreon? If I'm honest, I just don't have time for a Patreon. I can't give it the all that I would want to. If I started a Patreon, I would give it 110%, and then something else would slack, and I just can't do it. Maybe we can think of something else down the future, but if you like, comment, watch my videos all the way through, go through the sponsorships, say they're really cool, or just look at the sponsors the odd occasion. That's enough for me. That is fine. Please think you don't have to do any more. I would rather you guys enjoy it. Have a couple of sponsors on the channel without doing a Patreon. Then everyone's on the same playing boat, and I think that would be awesome. Maybe we can think of something down the future if you really want to, but for me, that works better. It's not any money out of your pocket, and it just works really well. Hope you kind of understand that. I probably missed some stuff in there, but there's There's loads of information. I just don't want it to cost my viewers anything. If it's a little bit of sponsorship here and there, I would rather that happen than it costs you guys anything. Like I say, a like, a comment, watching all the way through, just saying you're a pretty cool guy. That means the world to me, and that is enough, 100%. Okay, what are we doing? What are we actually doing? What have I decided to go for? Like I said before, into Sean Hartley's farm. I was so impressed with it. All the cows under one cover. Gear robots were awesome. That's another debate. My brain's fried with that one. But what I'm decided to do is I'm going for it. Yeah, we are. We're putting a new cow shed up. It's very, very exciting. I gotta put that down a little bit. I was getting too excited. I'm getting a bit too wordy. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put a new cow shed. My cows being under one cover. That is the plan. Okay, so we have drawings. I'm gonna put the drawings up now. I'm gonna start here. So we're gonna start here. We're gonna knock the separator down. That's gonna get done. I am looking at another separator if I'm 100% honest. I think they work really, really well. We would have no crust on there. I've had enough of having a crust in there. We're digging that out this year as well. That is a job we are definitely doing. We're gonna start around here-ish, just past that gate. So we're gonna have to move that gate. We're gonna knock down everything. The little debate I've got is, do we put automated scrapers in there? If we went to robots, we'd have to. If I put a parlour in, we wouldn't have to. I'm still umming and ahhing about a parlour and some robots, but I want to get this job sorted out, see how much debt we're in, and then maybe work on out after that, or in a few years' time. If we can do it all at once, we might do. I don't know. So the parlour and the robot stuff is a bit out of my head at the moment. I want to do a video of pros and cons of both, of someone who milks in a parlour, and information I've seen. I've been around to a few farms. We've been doing lots of research. We're doing lots of research on this, but that one's a little bit, it's in my brain, but that's stage 2. Will we do it at the same time? I don't know yet. I don't know yet, but this is what we are going to do. We're going to have cows backing up to each other, and then they're going to come down the middle, and then they're going to feed. We're going to feed in the middle. I don't want to feed on the outside. We're in the northwest of England. It's mucky, it's horrible, it's gross. Hopefully not with my new shed. It's going to be so good. So I wanted to feed inside, because if I had a pizza, if someone left my pizza outside for half an hour and then eat the pizza again, it wouldn't taste as good. But if someone left it in my house and it rained outside, I wouldn't taste the rain on pizza. Do you get it? Yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it? Ish. This is going to knock down, take all the concrete up, steel away, out there, turn around, come right there. So this shed is going to face the same side as this shed now. So that's the only one that's actually facing north-south. I think our sheds go east-west. I'm not 100% with that. I could be wrong. Let's go to the other side. 2 seconds. We're also going to come out to our slurry store. The little thing that is annoying me is the design we've gone for. I can't go around our slurry store fully, so we can't go both ways, which will be a little bit annoying. The reason why we haven't gone into a field is because we wanted to use our existing yard footprint as much as we can. That shed needs knocking down. If we could do it, we wanted to do it, and we think we can do it. It's going to come to 93 feet from here to the end, and then we're going to go to there. So we're going to cover this as well. We're going to cover this, and we're going to cover that. Massive reason why is water. Everyone knows the amount of water that goes into our tower, and it drives me crazy. You get into November, December, January, Feb, it's raining, it's wet, and it's horrible here. I want to make it so we have less water going on our tower, and then we have a separator. Do we go underneath? I am thinking of putting, maybe, I don't know, it depends on the cost of it all, going underneath and putting slats underneath with like a channel underneath, or underneath on like completely with whole slurry system underneath. But that is just racking up some bills that I think is going to be just too high. I don't know, is it worth it in the long run? There are these new things coming out that's saying we're gonna have to hold 6 months worth of slurry. I would love to be able to hold 8 months worth of slurry. That is the dream. And then the other one is, if we were going to put a parlour in, put it down the middle, carving boxes on the right, cows go out on the left, or foot crush there, carving boxes, I don't know. Or we could put robots there. If we do put a parlour there, or if we did put robots there, we want to do a mezzanine floor there so people can look upon the robots or the parlour. That's just more ideas that are going through my head at the moment. We are looking at it very seriously. It's just I want to get phase 1, let's say, right, then phase 2. That's the idea. The only thing I'm not going to be able to do, unless we just take 2 stalls out, is go up into our carving box at the moment. I'll show you that now. Whilst I'm here though, with the feed going down the middle, what I was talking about earlier on, the lows not being able to feed, only 42 being able to feed, every single cow will be able to feed. And that might not be a big thing to you. This was put in 1960, 84 stalls with not enough feed space. So my first idea as well, which I forgot to say, is we were going to re-roof this, and I was going to put a feed station there, so we weren't going to be able to go around there anyway, and then feed down there and there. but obviously the decision's changed. We're going to go down the middle. We're going to take the cubicles out and go that way. That is the plan anyway. It's really, really cool. It's really exciting. What I was talking about before is we're not going to have this access here. Here you go. We're not going to have this access here into these, but then if I change that area to a parlour and carving boxes, we won't need this area. And then do we change this into a calf building? That was the other idea that was going through Dad's head, but Dad said don't change this to a calf building until we figured out other things. I think that's it. So shed, feed down the middle. There's going to be enough cubicles for 110 cows, so we might actually have to go down a couple of numbers, which I'm not too bothered about. I'm not too bothered about making massive amount of milk. We've just got to hit a target for milk, beef for the farm shop, and then if we have spare or if we do something else, we'll go down a couple of numbers, maybe a couple of lambs on. Obviously, I mentioned we're going to go down this wall side, and all this area will be undercover. All this will not be taking rainwater, which will be absolutely awesome. It will be so cool, and it will just help us out so much. We have a couple of other plans in the future, like 5-10 year plans as well. I'd like to knock the calf building down, put a cafe outside there. You would have seen on the live the other day, but that is another story. Then this roof here, I wouldn't mind extending that out there and then making this into like a goat, sheep, highland, calf area that the general public can do. What we're trying to do, build this for, is so the general public can come, we can do farm visits and be a bit more open to the general public. That is my plan of attack, and that is where my mentality is going with this, and that's why the mezzanine floor up there, kind of how I want to work it. If we feed down the middle and the cows are all in here, we can have people toured around. This wouldn't happen. This muck won't happen because the cows will be in during winter. Design brushes to be in there. That's my idea as well. It's just, there's so much stuff going on. I am so excited about it. I've probably not covered it enough. I said it a lot better today than I did say it yesterday. Hopefully you kind of get a gist of what we're doing. The one thing I didn't realize the price of everything. Price of planning permission. Do you know how much planning permission is? It's so expensive. So we've just been through that this week. That's just so dear. It's so, I didn't realize it was so expensive. Everything just seems to build up. I've kind of got a pot. I've kind of got an idea of how much I would like to spend. I'm gonna try and keep it to there. Every single like, every single comment would be really amazing. The odd bit of sponsor we're gonna have on the YouTube channel, but it's not gonna be excessive at all. It's gonna be on farming. It's going to be very natural. I'd like to think it's going to work with the channel. If it doesn't work with the channel, it ain't going on. The other thing that we did a while ago with some dog food, Dad did a car thing on my Instagram. Big thank you to everyone who gave those videos a like, comment on those videos or posts or whatever. It just means the world to me. It's helped this to be possible. I know it's going to be a long run. It's going to be really hard. There's so many decisions to make. What cubicles you go for? Do you go for a scraper tractor? Do you go for automated scrapers? Do you put it on sand? I'm probably not going to put it on sand. I'm like 95% sure I'm not going to put it on sand. Parlour, robot, which way the roof, which way the pitch, where do you put it to the eaves? All these questions. There's just so much. I had no idea. I've never had a building being built on this farm. I remember that going up 12 years ago, that bit there, and that was just to cover dirty wards that we got a grant on. We're going to have no grant on this because if cows go under, you can't get a grant on it too easily, which is a little bit of a bummer. There are grant on automated scrapers coming out soon, so that's why I'm thinking about that. There's loads of stuff going on. If you do have a question, please put it in the comment section below, and if there's enough, we'll do a Q&A. I've blabbered on long enough now. I'm going to leave it here, but this is what I've been planning. This is what I'm thinking. My brain is just bang. It's nice to get it out. Hopefully you guys enjoy the video, and hopefully you guys can see why I've been stressing lately. I've just been trying to put all my ducks in a row. So that's it. Guys, thank you very much for watching the video. As always, appreciate it. Please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the YouTube channel, stay tuned. Loads of exciting stuff to come up, loads of decisions to make, loads of comparisons to make going forward. Hopefully we make the right decision, and then if we do put a new parlour, we've got to move the footbath, we've got to move everything. Just so many big decisions. Guys, hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you on Sunday maybe. See ya. Bye.